Hey bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a planner session with me today. So bestie, we will be creating my spread for May 22nd through the 28th and we are celebrating bestie. I'm super excited because it is my Plannerversary week and I cannot wait to create this spread. So if you want to see what it turns out to be, stay tuned. Okay, bestie, so let's get into it. So first up, I want to share with you what all I pulled. Now, I do not have an idea, so that's why the wax paper is blank, okay? Because that's the fun in planning. And since this video is all about my Plannerversary, I thought that just made sense. Let's just figure out what we can put together, have some fun with it. So I pulled this Planner Thing sticker book, and it is the plain rainbow pastel boxes. And y'all, I love the colors. The colors were just saying use me, so we'll see if I use it. Okay, and then I did pull the Happy Bright sticker book. I knew I wanted to use this one because I'm a happy planner lover, y'all. I love my happy planner, so I just feel like that makes sense for my Plannerversary. And then I also thought that I would pull out my KELL plan stickers because they definitely make sense. And I pulled Planning a Life I Love, and this one has some bright themes in it, so I thought maybe I could mix and mingle some of these. I wasn't sure. And then of course Birthday Basics, because these balloon stickers in the back were just saying use me. And then also I thought that since it's a celebratory event, I may be able to use some balloons or something. Then y'all, I pulled this scrapbook paper I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And it's just a colorful polka dot. I knew I wanted color. Like, I'm a color lover, y'all. I love my neutrals. Don't get it twisted. But I love color. So, and this is a fun celebratory spread. So that's what I was going to go with. And one thing, you guys, I've really been loving using scrapbook paper. Y'all know one of my goals this year was to experiment with different things in my planner. And I don't know, scrapbook paper is just an easy go-to. And so I thought I would definitely jump off this planner spread. That's a term I have not used in a long time, since I started my planner. Using jump off stickers, y'all. Jump off stickers and jump off ideas, whether it's washi, and in this case, scrapbook paper. Just, it kind of sets the stage for where you're going with the planner spread. So I decided to do something kind of a little bit like a wacky look. Something a little bit asymmetrical, so I decided to use the corners of this scrapbook paper, and I pulled out my Tombow adhesive because I love this stuff. It allows me to use different things and keepsakes and stuff in my planner and journals and stuff like that, so I love it. So I'm trying to angle the paper onto the top of my spread. I don't want to sacrifice too much white space for it, but I always can layer over scrapbook paper. That's another reason why I love using it, and it still gives that aesthetic. It adds something to the spread. It's not just stickers on the paper. It gives a layer to it, a little bit of depth. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I've learned in my planner journey. Is just add a little something to your spreads. You never know what you might create. So I love that. So I'm just laying this out. And while I get this together, you guys, I just want to say, first off, I just have to say, you guys, thank you all so much for supporting me. You guys are absolutely the best. I can tell you, when I started my planner journey, and I should say my planner sharing journey, because I've been a planner all my life, y'all. Literally from, I can remember in elementary school loving paper and pen, but then I would actually say I really started using a planner for sure middle school, and then definitely high school. Some of my teachers required it, and so I just have always been into it. I've definitely been into handwriting. I would write my name everywhere, pens, paper, stickers. Y'all remember Lisa Frank? She was my girl. Okay. I real life want somebody to do a Lisa Frank collab because I need the whole thing, okay? Leopard print, animal print, color, just all of it, her whole vibe. It was my thing back then. So, I don't know, y'all. I remember that, and I remember just loving it so much. And I kind of got away from being the creative mind, I guess you could say, and went to more of the functional planning. And that definitely worked because I was a student, number one, and being a student and an athlete, I had to stay on top of my schedule. So I didn't do too much of the stickers and everything, but I always loved to doodle, and I loved using different colored pens. just to kind of make things pop and stuff, highlighters and stuff. And so I just feel like now in my creative like journey, I'm just learning to use different things and to let my creativity flow and actually use my planner as a multi-use. It's a versatile tool for me. It's not just for function, it is for my creativity too. And y'all, I can just go on and on about why I love planning and why I love creating and how it has just definitely enhanced my life. But the main subject of today's video is like how I got started sharing my planner on Instagram, okay, and on YouTube. Instagram came before YouTube, but I like to celebrate them together because I think it's all part of it, you know. And for Instagram, you guys, I was already sharing my planner spread, like some of the ones that I was creating. I was getting into it. I wasn't really like in the community as big as I am now. Back in like 2015, 16, when I first started using a happy planner, I just wasn't into I didn't know about it. I didn't know about, like, I guess you could say the whole like creative community. I had no clue this existed, y'all. No clue. And I would share some of the things with my family, friends that I was like creating and things that I was writing in. I have a lot of creatives in my family. They also love planners, pens, stationery, and stuff like that. So we relate on a lot of levels when it comes to that. And then a lot of my friends are just organizers by nature. So they also could relate to me as well. And I just really just kind of grew in it. I tried all different types of planners, you guys. Finally, before I found the system that was just really, it fit me, you guys, and now I'm just like hooked. Okay, I love it so much, and I'm just so grateful, y'all. I'm so grateful that I've been consistently sharing my planner and creativity, and even like some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to help you guys, and you guys help me. We are a community, and I love that. So I just have to say thank you so much, y'all, for just always being so supportive and so sweet in the comments and everything. And whether you follow me on both Instagram and YouTube, or you're just here on YouTube, I love you, bestie. I just feel like this journey, literally my theme for this year is unforgettable, because that was just the best word to describe it. And I mean, literally, that's what it has been for me. I'm so grateful. So let me catch you up on what I've been doing, okay, since I've been kind of trying not to cry over here with all my sentimental thoughts and stuff. But I decided, after I put down my scrapbook paper, y'all see how I did that? I just did a couple like little angles, I guess you could say, just to give me a little bit of a funky foundation to start with, and then I can do some layering over it. So that's what I decided, that I would put some boxes over those little areas and just kind of jump off from there. I also pulled some of the washi strips out of this Happy Brights sticker book, because I thought that would add a different element, you know, because it's stripes versus polka dot. So I thought that would be cute. And then, y'all, I found these boxes in the sticker book, these colorful boxes, like colorful outline boxes, and I thought they would make for some beautiful clusters in the opposite direction. So where I'm headed with this spread really is like a four cluster look. You guys know, if you followed me or watched me for a while, the horizontal is my baby, okay? And I have different ideas of how to like decorate the horizontal. But one of my favorites is always using clusters and layers. And sometimes I do 2 clusters, 2 big ones. Sometimes I do 3, 2 on one side and 1 big one on the other side of the spread. And then sometimes I do 4. And so I don't know, it's just an easy go-to for me. And then definitely it always works with my plans. I know one thing about creative planning, especially when I first started doing all of this and using all the stickers and all the things, you guys, I was like, I really wanted it to be functional. So I remember being so scared to use a lot of stickers on my spread. And if I showed you guys some of my old planner spreads, like, you can go back on my channel and watch some of those older flip throughs. Some of my older plan with me's for sure. You can see I didn't use a lot of stickers like I do now, and it was because I was very selective with my white space. Like, I wanted to be able to use my planner, you know, but I also enjoyed creating clusters and layering and whatever I could create creatively with a planner spread. I just really enjoyed that. So I wanted to have the best of both worlds, and thank you, Lord, that we have that here, you guys. We have both. We can be function and creative and decorative all in one. So that's been such a blessing to my life for sure, because your girl was craving a creative outlet by the time I found the the Happy Planner system and using stickers and stuff. Because y'all, funny thing about this is, let me give y'all a little tea. Let's go back, okay? When I first started using the Happy Planner, I didn't know how to use it. One, because I had never used a vertical planner before, and I believe that was all that was available at the time, or that's what I found at Hobby Lobby in the planner aisle. Okay, so I absolutely loved it. I love the idea of using stickers and everything, but the vertical just threw me for a loop. Okay, so I took some of my stickers and I started planning in a TN. Y'all remember those? I think people still like use those, and I actually still have mine, y'all. And I put together like a little TN set up. I had it all cute and stuff. I made dashboards and I had paper clips and stuff, like obsessed. Okay, obsessed. And it was very much the system that I was trying to go for. I wanted to divide my life up a little bit and kind of have separate planners for different things. And so the TN system definitely worked for me when it came to that. However, I needed more space, y'all. I needed more space. And so I decided to go back to the Happy Planner because the disc mount system is just that girl for me. Okay, for me. Okay, no shade to all my other besties out there that don't use the Happy Planner, but you love planning. Okay, you're a bestie too. But I don't know. I felt like I could move things around. I could switch things up. It was just so versatile. Okay, so I love now that I can just Frankenplan and just the whole thing, y'all. It makes me happy. Okay, so back to the spread. We're gonna jump back and forth, y'all, because I just feel like we gotta chat in this video. We gotta do a little chit chat. I gotta tell y'all some things. I should have done a Q&A to see what some questions y'all had or whatever for me so I can answer them. But all I did was just add in a couple more boxes. I'm just building my layers as we go. And y'all, I pulled these discs, you guys. I really love them. And I was like, ooh, I kind of think I want to make them balloons. You know, I could kind of do some doodling with it. But then I came back with that thought, like, I don't know if I have enough room. And then how would I really cluster them? And should I bring something in to kind of help anchor them outside of boxes? So I just pulled a whole bunch of stickers on the wax paper, y'all. Okay, we're still using our wax paper. It is Bay. However, I wasn't sure where I wanted to place these. And I'm thinking just adding them to the spread would just be cute, you know, not do too much, you know. I also decided to add in some quotes, and I pulled this "Stay true to you, dream big, grateful and happy." And y'all, when I saw those quotes, I did have quotes in my planner, in the Planning a Life I Love sticker book by KELL that I almost pulled, but they weren't the right color, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to use black, you know. So I just kept with this book, y'all. I knew it was gonna be bae when I pulled it. Okay, I've been in love with this book since I saw it, but these quotes just really exemplify like my feelings, you know. Like literally, if I could tell anyone, if they were going to share their creativity with the world, like stay true to you. Like don't try to like copy what other people do. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, we learn from each other, but like if you don't like color, don't try to force yourself to use color because everybody else is doing it. And that was one thing that I did with the vertical, y'all. Okay, so back to that story. I went back to the vertical layout, even after deciding that I did not know how to do it. But the reason why I did that was because I figured, well, hey, it can't be that hard. I just have to figure out how to like train my brain to see it that way. And what I was doing wrong was, and what I say is wrong now, because now I feel like I could use a vertical. I don't prefer it, but I could definitely use one, is because I was trying to take each box and make one be morning, one be evening, and one be night, or afternoon and night. And honestly, the way my life worked at that time, that just kind of threw me off, because I felt like I don't know, it just felt empty for some reason to me in certain places. I don't know, it drove me up a wall, so I did not like it. And I just preferred a horizontal. I've always planned in a horizontal until I tried the Day Designer Daily Planner. And even my TN planner, it was in a horizontal format. So I was just like, I need a horizontal, y'all. But I still tried different other things. I tried the Happy Planner Hourly. Now, don't ask your girl why she tried that when if morning, afternoon, and night didn't work, why would I go to an hourly planner? And I thought it would make sense, especially with my schedule and things. But once again, it drove me crazy. Okay, so finally, Bessie, finally, I did not see a lot of people using the horizontal layout. One lady in particular, and I love her to pieces. I don't even know if she knows this, but like she really encouraged me to use the horizontal and to like creative plan in the horizontal, and that is April. Her name is Mom Run Craft on she's actually on YouTube, you guys, too. And when I say she's amazing, oh my god, that she is such a beautiful person, just amazing. I love her creativity. It's just, and now she does like bujo stuff, like y'all, when I say amazing, dope, like that it's like next level chef's kiss type stuff. Like, love it. Okay, love her. And she was using a horizontal, and she was part of the Happy Planner Squad team, and I would watch her. Also, you guys, I have to shout out like one of my girls, okay, at home with Keita. She was also a Happy Planner Squad member at the time. And when I say Keita is the reason why I am as organized and in my planner setup as I am today, because the way she organized her planner and I watched her videos on it, I was just like, girl, I'm in love. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I've been trying to create. And I couldn't create it the way I wanted it to be. Oh, she helped me out with that. Her and Happy Planner discount system, I went and bought all the stuff. Like, I was set, you guys, and completely hooked. Okay, completely hooked. And I've been planning like that ever since. Okay, so how I got to like sharing my journey on Instagram. Okay, let's pause the story for a little bit, and I'm gonna add in some checklists, you guys. As y'all can see, I just added in those discs and a couple of more boxes just to kind of bring. I actually thought I was only gonna do 4 clusters, but I kind of did 5, a little mini one at the bottom just to kind of fill in some of that space. And as you guys can see, when I add in these checklists, it's just gonna make the spread kind of come to life a little bit more, and make it always makes me feel like there's function to it. Okay, functionality to the spread. So whenever I got my to-do list, I feel like I'm functional. Boxes are functional, but it's always a checklist for me for some reason. Comment below if you can get with it. Like, do you need a to-do list on your planner spreads, or are you just okay with the boxes and decor? Let me know. I'm curious. Okay, so you guys, as I fill these in, let me tell you, when it came to Instagram, I was sharing my spreads. I would share it with family, and then I would create some cute ones. And I feel like they were cute at the time to me, because I would use like pretty paper or pretty stickers and things like that. But I didn't realize that people had like dedicated planner accounts. Had no clue, y'all. I was putting this on my personal page, like just here and there. I would put it in my stories and stuff when I would create something, but I didn't realize people had planner dedicated accounts. And it wasn't until I think I was researching something and I just so happened to click a hashtag that said Happy Planner. I believe it was Happy Planner or Planner Community or something on somebody's post that I just happened to see on the Explore page, y'all, because I had kind of been posting it. So I guess Instagram just kind of helped me out a little bit. Anyway, it kind of happened like that. And y'all, when I clicked on that hashtag, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. People have accounts, they share this. Oh my goodness. It's a whole world out here of people that like this stuff. And me, it was kind of like, I'm into it, but my friends, they might not use the stickers and stuff like that. They just might be into pins. And listen, it was like I went down the rabbit hole, okay? Went down the rabbit hole. And it never dawned on me that if there was a YouTube community, there was an Instagram community too. So I decided, you guys, I pondered on this for a very long time, and I was like, I don't know if I can just dedicate time to that and be consistent and all of that and share things. And then I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I reached out to a couple of girls in the community, and they encouraged me. They was like, yeah, you should definitely do an account if you like, you know, planners and stuff. We're a whole community here. So that was so nice of them. They were so sweet. And y'all, I've been posting ever since May 25th 2019, you guys. That was my first post on Instagram, and I believe I posted, it may have been a vertical spread, y'all, actually. It was a vertical spread. And then I started posting like Happy Nietzsche stuff. Y'all remember that? Like the Hobonichi kind of took over the world, and then people started using the half sheet Happy Planner stuff. I started posting a lot of that. You can go to my Instagram and scroll all the way back. I have not taken the post down, since then. I don't think I have. If it was like some advertising something. But y'all, listen, it's been 4 years. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm so grateful. Like, seriously, so grateful. This journey has taken me on a ride, okay? And I'm just so grateful that I stepped out there. I put myself out there to share something that was really kind of personal to me, honestly. So grateful. So these quotes that I put down on this planner spread, they kind of really speak to that. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I will definitely tell myself to continue staying true to me, being myself. I am naturally an extrovert, y'all. I love people. I love to get to know people. I like to have fun. I like to just enjoy life. I love to travel. I pretty much have a colorful personality, honestly. Like, I feel like we should just try to look for the positive in everything. If we can find the positive. And so all of that just kind of spoke to me. Like, it just felt home. It felt like home, for the time period of, like, in my life where I was at that moment, I wasn't really feeling at home in a lot of things. And so this was such a blessing. I believe God allowed me to find this when I did, because he knew I needed it. And I'm just so grateful. God, you are awesome. Okay, awesome. So of course I had to put King Doll Plans turns 4 in the little box, And now I'm looking for another like silver sticker, because that grateful and happy sticker just kind of is like blinging, okay? It's like bling bling over there, but I couldn't really find anything. And I was like, honestly, you know what? That's me too. A little extra. Put a little extra on the page, a little something, a little jazz. We like to get cute, and I like for my planners to get cute. And then I also thought some celebratory things, because I didn't do the balloons, you guys. So I was able to find these flags in the Celebrate Happy Planner sticker book, and I had 2 left. Okay, I was like, yes, great, perfect. Okay, perfect. And so I'm going to add those to the page. And y'all, I love it. I just love the color. I love all of this. And I just kind of created this off the dome. Your girl still got it when it comes to that. Even though I love using my wax paper and pre-pulling stickers. And I really do that because I'm a content creator at this point, and I have to pre-plan stuff, have videos and things like that I need to get out to you guys. But y'all, I love this spread. I love how it turned out. It's very colorful. I still feel like it's neat, and I can write in it and it be neat and everything. So I'm super excited. And then y'all, let me talk about the last quote. Dream big, okay? My planner journey has taken me on a ride, y'all. I have worked with brands that some of them you guys don't even know, like things y'all haven't even seen, okay, that I've worked with behind the scenes and done content creation for, all because I love paper, pens, stickers, planners, and because I want to engage with people online. Like, it is amazing to me. And I'm just so grateful. So I want to encourage you guys out there that if you are going for anything in life, whatever it is you're doing, put your heart into it. Stay true to you. Remain grateful and dream big, okay? God is limitless, okay? He has no boundaries. There's nothing that he can't do for you guys. And I just love that. So, bestie, here's my spread. It's my Plannerversary. 4 years, you guys. And I just have to say thank you so much for all being so sweet. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more. I love you. Until next time. Bye.